Just before we start, just make sure you've got enough room around you, on the floor, so you can lay lengthways. We're going to be sort of doing maybe a little bit of rolling like that, so just make sure you don't hit your head on anything. We're doing an all-over body workout today, so yeah, just make sure you haven't got any injuries or anything like that. Just if you have got anything, any niggles, just take it nice and easy, and just see how you go. So just wanted you to try and keep up with, do as many reps of these exercises as you can. We're aiming for roughly sort of 5 up to 10 reps, depending on how strong you are or how you feel. So just mainly go for form and try and just practice some of the movements. Some of them are, quite balance intensive and sort of quite technical. So it doesn't matter if you don't keep up with all 10 reps. You just want to try and get through as many as you can. Okay, so we're going to do sort of 3 mini circuits of 3 exercises each, and we're going to do 3 sets of each exercise. The first time round, we're going to go through quite nice and steady. Again, just practice and then adjust it as you go and find out whichever sort of variation works best for you. So some might need it a bit more difficult and some might need it a bit easier. So first exercise, sorry, we're going to do warm-up first before that. So for a warm-up, my favourite one is to get into downward dog and just really stretch out your hamstrings and calves and get yourself moving. You can go onto one hand, onto one leg, just really move your body around, get your shoulders involved, get your hips nice and high, and just let your calves stretch. And just keep nice and moving, and then bring it forward into a cobra. Point your toes to get your ankles involved as well. Look up at the sky and just feel a bit of decompression in your back. And just move around and feel all the stretching into your psoas and your abdominal muscles, and then come back into downward dog. Again, you can go onto one hand. Just get your body moving. You can go deep into the stretch if you like. Just feel it all out the calves, get your ankles moving, and then come back into a cobra. Point your toes again, look up at the sky, just wiggle around and feel where you want to be. You have a few more rounds of this. Get a little bit quicker as we come through. Into cobra, and then back up a little bit quicker as we start to warm up. It's through at your own pace, just trying to get your body, all your joints nice and warm. Okay, a couple more. That's great. So the next one, we're going to do quite a lot of leg exercises today that require a little bit of flexibility. So get on your knees, on your mat, nice and wide. You're going to go into a frog stretch. Just going to allow you to get into a nice deep squat, nice and easy. So like this, fairly wide, elbows on the floor, and then just sit back. You'll feel this mainly in your hips. Nice and deep stretch. Just going to feel some strain, not too much pain, and just sit there for a while. Just let your hips open gradually. Then come forward to take pressure off, and then back in, and maybe go a little bit deeper if you can. Get your back nice and straight, and your head in line with your spine, and just move forward and out, in and out of this position. And just feel gradually as your hips are going to open up nicely, ready to do some exercise. It's just preparing the body for the movements we're about to do in the workout. Just gradually get further and further in. Okay, so that you can come up. I'm actually going to do some squats, a nice wide stance. These are just quick warm-up squats. Nice wide stance. Arms in front, eyes forward. Keep your core nice and tight. Squeeze your glutes, and then down, and then up. Down at your own pace, but really come through at the top. Tense your legs, nice straight line. Down and up. And just do a few reps here. We're not really counting, we're just gonna get warm. Just get those legs prepared, get those hips moving, do some hip circles as well. These joints are really stiff on a lot of people. Go back into some squats and hopefully that you can feel a little bit of a difference from when you started. Okay, so hold it in a nice deep position, then back up. Okay, so our first little mini circuit, we're going to do deck squats, which look a little bit like this. It's sort of like a roll. You can also use a hand weight to assist you. It actually makes it easier. I'll show you that in a second. So, normal squat, squat down to the ground, roll, and then use your momentum to get back up. So, you see, I find that quite difficult. If you've got a hand weight, it makes it a lot easier. Okay? So if you want to try and give those a go now, go through 5, 10 reps. Just really use the momentum to get up and your core. It should get easier as you go along. If you're having trouble, you can just go back into normal squats for another few reps. Okay, right, that's that. Next exercise, either against the wall, you're going to get your elbows and push your body weight against the wall and use your elbows to do a row and push away. If you don't have a wall, you can do it lying down, like so. Keep a tight core. It's like a reverse press up. So you push and contract your back muscles like a row and then come back down. Push up and then come back down. So I'll demonstrate it here, but it's good if you're going to a wall because you can push and vary the resistance of the exercise. So, and the movements from here, you're pushing with your elbow down to the ground. And we're going to get a real good peak contraction of your upper back. So, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, next exercise is a reverse plank, but this time we're going to do a marching movement. So in a reverse plank, nice tall body, nice and straight, and lift the knee up into a running motion. Each leg, that's 1 rep, and try and keep your hips high. So 1, bring your hips up if they start to sag. 2, 3, if you find it difficult, you can go into a normal plank, or you can just come up into the hip thrust. But if you can continue doing this for 10 reps, that's great. Two more for me. 1. And 2. Okay, so we go back round again. We go back to the deck squats. So if you find those too difficult, if you're not If you're on the ground that's no good, then I suggest you just do some normal squats. But if you can try and play about this movement and just use your momentum, once you roll back, then get onto your feet and just roll forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you should start to feel that in your legs and also your core, because you're using a lot of muscle to get up. The next one is the scapular rows. So either on the floor or against the wall, and just really pull hard and try and get into your chest. Hands to your chest, elbows back. That's 3, 4, and hold it. 5, and you can go into a deeper squat to make it more difficult. 7, 8, 9, and the last one we're going to hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Good job. So, back to reverse plank, the second time round. Remember to keep your hips high through the whole lot. Nice straight body, knees up. That's 1. That's 2. So keep your hips high when you lift your knee. It's liable to sag somewhat. That's it, it's good. So, 4 more. One more. Great, and down. Okay, so shake it out. And get ready for deck squats again. So, if you're having trouble with these, it's really good if you get very low into squat, make yourself into a little ball, and then come back up. Weight makes it easier. See? 2 more. Oh, core's getting tired. That's great. Okay, scapular rows again. I'll demonstrate it on the floor again this time. But wherever you went to, if you want to do it onto the wall, that's fine. I'll do it on the floor and pull back. Really hold it. On the floor, if you want to make it harder, bring your knees closer to your chest. Keep back nice and straight. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great, so that's the first little mini circuit done. So the next round, we're going to do some press-ups. So just wipe your mat down if you sweated on it. Now, you can either do press-ups on your knees, like so, with your armpits, sorry, the pit of your elbow facing forward. And right down just on the floor, and then back up. You can do the same full press-ups, or if you can do 10 normal press-ups, this is called a pseudo planche press-up. It's where you move your body weight forward. So where a normal press-up, you're here. With this one, take it back a centimetre or 2, and it gets a lot harder. And if you do that one, you can aim for 5 reps. So pick one you feel is going to challenge you, and as many reps as you can, 5 to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's difficult for me. I'll go down to kneeling now. 5 more for me. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's when you're going through these, if you hit failure, just shake it out before we finish the set and try and do 1 more rep. So really work hard on the next 2 sets when we come back to that one. So the next exercise is a pistol. So you need your seat, your chairs for this one. So it's a leg exercise. And basically it's a one-legged squat. So leg out in front of you, sit down, come back up. If you find it hard holding your leg up, get a towel and hold it like that. If that's still too difficult for you, you can support your weight with 1 foot on the ground and do most of the work with the other leg. Or you could just do another squat. Just try 1 or 2 reps and then go into normal squats if you have to. Or again, we're going to 5 to 10 reps on this. So on each leg, away we go. So 1, it's good. 2, keep your knees nice and stable. 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to go for 8, 7, and 8. Change legs and leg up, and there we go. So rock into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, use my balance. 5, 6. This is my weak leg. Here we go as far as I can. 7. 1 more. It's really struggling. Come on, stay with me. And that's it for me. So the next exercise is another single leg, and it's a single leg deadlift, but this time with a little hop. So we're going to go down and touch your shin or your knee, wherever you can reach. So we're going 1 leg up, touch your knee, and then from this position, squeeze that glute and come up and do a little hop. Really small hop. If a hop's causing you pain, just come up abruptly and stand upright. Okay? So we'll try set 10. 1, Stick the landing. 2, really squeeze the glute on the way up. 3, 4, try and get into a flow. 5, hold your balance. 6, 7, really squeeze the glutes. 8, 9, 10. Next, the other side. Again, just really think about this muscle. Really squeeze from here and pop up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that was quite a hard round. So a little breather, have a drink if you've got it, just wipe yourself down, any sweat. And this is our hardest round. There's a lot of strength involved here. So we're going to go back to the planche press up. So pick whatever you find difficult. We're aiming for hard reps here with a little bit of strength. So those planche press ups again. You can go, just walk your feet forward a little bit. So you can see you've got mechanical disadvantage here as you go more forward. Do whatever you need to do. You can go on your knees if that's hard for you. It's whatever works for you. I'm going to do these ones, so I'm going to go for 5. So off you go in your own time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I might go for 6. Maybe 7. One more. 8. Didn't make it. Almost 8. Great. Well, our next exercise now is back to the pistols. So remember how many reps you got last time? And this one where you have your leg out and down. If you need to use more support, foot on the floor, or just normal squats. As many as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe one more, 7. Gary's finding it easy, he's on the phone. Swap over legs, if you haven't already. Keep going. I've got about 3 more left in me. Oh, keep going. Really strengthen those weaker legs. And last one. Oh, okay. Back to these hopping single leg deadlifts. Now, you're really going for the pivot from here with the glutes. And you should really tense it here. And you should pop up. You should just fly up. When you get straight, a little hop, if you can. Doesn't matter if not. 10 reps, please. So 1. Other foot for balance if you need it. 2. 3. Soft knees on the way down. Balance. 4. Okay, keep going. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. 1. You can drive with the knee if you want to go higher. This is working with your stabilising muscles as well as your powerful glutes. I've got 2 more. Okay, that's that for those. So, our last round. Sorry if we lost anyone there due to technical difficulties. Last one round of this strength set. So, go back into our press-ups. Last round. So, again, do whatever's right for you. Be careful of the wrists. Take a break if you need to. So 1, 2, use your knees if you want to. 3, go right forward if this is too easy. 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm going to go on my knees now. A few more reps extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that's the press-ups done. Last round of pistols for our legs. So this is going to be quite difficult, probably all you quite fatigued. Focus on form rather than reps. So just keep it nice and solid. You can use a towel if you want, or we can do toes to the ground. It's up to you. Nicely balanced. 2, just shake your legs out as you need to. 3, 4, 5. That's it for me. That leg's done. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Nice, good form. That's 5. Great. Just make sure you've got any sweat on the floor, on your mats. Everyone's stood over. Okay. So, the deadlifts again. Touch your knee and pop back up. Stick landing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Push the leg back all the way. 10. So make your legs fairly straight. Bit bend in the knee for balance, but just like that. Lean forward as far as you can. Just bend your knee a little bit. Right, get the balance first. Losing it there. 2 more. And great, well done. It's quite hard at the end. Okay, so our last round. First exercise, everyone sit down please. I'm going to do an L-sit compression. So nice upright body, fingertips on the ground in front of you. Lean into your fingertips and then lift your feet off the ground. If that's really hard and you can't do that, you can do one leg at a time. The idea is you're touching your fingertips here and you're working against your own inflexibility. So lift up just for 2 centimeters off the ground. Hold it and then let go. You do 5 of these. Up, you should feel that in your abs quite strongly. And then down. You just count 2 or so. We're going to do 3 more. Try and lift it as high as you can. And then maybe count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Got 2 more. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. If you're finding it difficult, one leg. Or if you're still with me, last one. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the next one is shoulder exercise. And it's a pike press up. So make sure you've got nice grip for your feet. Go down into a downward dog position almost. And do a press. If that's going to be too difficult for you, you can turn around to your seat. Put your hands on your seat and then bring your head to the cushion. So you're in a, either here or slightly higher up here. Okay, so 5 to 10 onto the top of your head if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, the last exercise in this little set is an overhead lunge. So make sure you've got enough. I sweat quite a bit, so it gets quite wet. Make sure you've got some nice grip. Get into a lunge. Hands overhead, and then come down, and then bring your knee up. Step back, knee to the ground, bring your knee up. We do 10. 1, 2. Keep your hands straight up. Nice posture. 4, 5, 6. Drive the knee. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake your arms out. Swap legs. Arms up. 1. Really pump it. 2, 3. Remember the glutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That should be quite aerobic there. Okay, we're going back to L6. Back on the mat. Just catch your breath slightly. Nice 3 deep breaths. Fingertips to the ground. Nice posture looking forward. And legs up for 2. 1, 2. And down. Next set. 3. 1, 2, 3. And for 4 next time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to make it harder. Reach further forward. Easier, reach back. Okay. We go for 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more count of 5 and we're done. Okay. Reach further forward. if you think you can. And ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite hard. Okay, the bike presses again. Get into your downward dog or onto your seat. Arms straight, bring your crown of your head to your seat or to the floor. And off we go in your own pace. 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Right, overhead lunges again. Our second set of these. Second to last. Down to overhead position and drive your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa. Shake your arms out. Up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Take another breather. Wipe yourself down. Grab some water. And now we do our last round. Almost ready to go. So remember, if you're struggling with these, arms further back, or you can do one leg and then the other. You count reps that way. I'm going to go back with my hands forward. So, for a count of 2, 1, 2. For a count of 3, 1, 2, lift it higher, 3. Try and get as high as you can. For a count of 4. Ready for it? 1, 2, 3, 4. For the last 2 sets, I'm going to count to 5. Last 2 goes. Come on. It's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And relax. Fit it in here. Last set. Off we go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bike presses, however you need to do it. 5 to 10 reps. Make them count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Last set of overhead lunges. If you want to be really clever, grab one of your hand weights and hold it up there. Completely up to you. It's optional extra for free. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. Shake it out. Hands up again. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 3, 2, 1, 0, and that's that. I'm going to pass over to Mary now, and she's going to do some stretching with you.
Thank you. We'll get there tonight. So I was just doing my hands forward and hands back. Sorry, there's still some sun, so you've got a bit of light reflection. So our hands are intertwined, they go forwards, and then open up the forearm. So hands go down. You can actually extend through by pulling your fingers back. So you're getting nice back. At the same time, your feet go flat. You're actually doing a shin, and we're having a nice posture. So one hand, and then the other hand, and change direction. You can work it out. Remember, your thumbs are quite important. So as we did yesterday, roll through your fingers and allow your thumb to go to your little finger. So your thumb goes towards your little finger. Now curl your arms in and open your arms out. Curl your arms in and open your arms out. We did these stretches yesterday. I'm going back onto my heels. You can stay upright or you can sit down, whichever you want to do. Maybe if you wanted to be seated. So we're just concentrating on our arm stretches. So I want you to lift up. So feel this stretch coming all the way up, power in the fingers. It was quite interesting yesterday when I was doing my arm raises, my elbow was always bent. So try and stretch through. And you get intercostal stretch, stretching through. If I hold onto my knee, I can feel more of a stretch up. I want that shoulder to go up. Feel it, breathe in and then up. As you stretch, breathe out. So breathing in and stretching up and coming down. Trying to the other side. So up and down. Inhaling, exhaling as you go up, reaching up. We can try that high again. See where we are. I want to go through our shoulder movements. So I want to go to our I, which is your diamond, and then to your Y, which is going wide. This works all around the little muscles of your shoulders, and then to your T, which is flat. We have a thumbs up. It moves the scapula, your shoulder blade in a different position. So your thumbs up, move it one way, and your thumbs down, allow your shoulder blades to go down. So can you feel your shoulder blades at the back moving? I want you to curl in so that the blades come in. Then I want you to open up so the blades come together. There are little muscles in your back called rhomboids, and they should move. So as we curl, they're overstretched, and then as we open, they go smaller. And that's where we want them to be. We want those shoulders just to hang. See if you can make those shoulders just to be nice and relaxed. I know I've got some people who've had shoulder issues, so I'm sure you've got other exercises. So these are just a few that I like. So I'm doing circles now with my shoulders. They're going round, and then can they come round the other way? Forwards and back. So let's just bring in our hips. I don't really mind where your legs are, but I just want you to rotate, bring your hip all the way along your side, reaching out to your hand. Opening up through that thoracic spine. Then coming to the other side, this is your east and your west. If it feels more comfortable lifting that knee, then do. You could even lean down. So going west. We're going to go back to that side, and then we're going to sweep the floor as we come down. Reach for your foot into a stretch towards your foot, but you're still coming round. The arm comes round, round the back, and back to your foot. So let's do it with the other arm. The arm comes up And it comes round, reaching for your foot, getting a nice hamstring stretch, your back to be straight, pull that knee down, pull that toe up as you come forward. And then with that arm, come round and away. This time, something different. We're going to curl in. So this time, it's a curled back. Tuck, 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 tuck yourself in. Can you bring your knees in? Maybe popping your hands under your knees. So you're getting a little bit of air under your knees. Tuck, 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 tuck in. And then slowly uncurl your head so that your head is nice and straight. And pull yourself tall. Are those shoulders looser? Can they go up towards your ears? When we're tense, they're always up here. Who runs with your shoulders up here? When we're trying really, really hard. But let's be aware our shoulders can just relax. They can just melt into our sockets. Where can your shoulders be? Just nice and relaxed. Open chest, open shoulders. You may just want to just sit there and just wriggle your shoulders. Can you get that nice relaxed feeling around your shoulders? Maybe a little bit of a rock. Hopefully that means that your shoulders now feel a little bit better than they did beforehand. We're going down to our legs. So we're going down into our 90-90. So that leg is there. We're just going to do our hip rolls. Hip rolls. Again, we're sort of stretching a little bit through our shoulders, a little bit through here. You want to roll with your hand, that's fine. We roll, and then we turn around, and we roll. Roll backwards. So look at where your knees were, and then change them to the other knee forward. Or you're rotating your hip, that's good. Opening. And as we roll, the shoulders are nice and loose, they just flow round, using your core as you flow round to the other side. And that's a hip rotation for you. We can then just love our hip so you can get right the way through. I know Sam's here today and her foot will go behind her head. Steffi may be able to as well, but I'll just be happy to be here. You can just be wherever you are. Open and close your hip. See how high, don't force it, just go to wherever it is. Opening and closing your hip. Staying on the same leg, going into your figure of four stretch. So this knee comes up and that ankle goes across. And then roll through here. Roll side to side. And that wakes up the psoas muscle, which goes from your back into your groin. Just rolling over. You may think you don't want to roll, you may want to pull that leg in. So you can pull that leg in. Everybody's hips will be different. Just taking time, seeing where you want to be, rolling. And if you find a position that feels good, just stay there for a few seconds. You've done your work, so you're just allowing it to develop. Get that length back in your body. When I'm twisted like that, I can actually feel it on my back hand. I'm getting an arm stretch as well. So change legs over. Don't forget the other leg needs a hug. So I'm lifting my leg up. I'm putting that arm underneath. And I'm just swinging it in and swinging it out. Swinging it in, swinging it out. Of course, if you're very flexible, you can go high. It's up to you. I'm just going to swing. You want to pop it around your head? Feel free. Again, it's your stretch. If it feels better wide and you need that stretch through here, just leave it through there. Again, that foot goes on your knee into a figure four stretch, getting comfortable and rolling. So again, I can stretch through that hand and I can lift my chest. You decide where you want to be. For me, when I go over to the side, I'm getting a lovely stretch through here. You may not even feel it as a stretch. Explore where you want to stretch. And remember, if it feels good, just keep it there. You just need to do what you want to do, where your body needs to be. Just allow it to melt, allow those fibres to melt, to lengthen. Allow that fascia or the connecting tissue to move. Coming back up. We're then going to roll onto our fronts. And we've done quite a lot of lunges. You could do a lunge and do a back pull up like this. So you're stretching your quad that way. I'm more comfortable when I lie down. So I'm just going to do the lie down stretch, where I just get my leg and I pull it in. This, I'm going to rest down first and just allow that quad to lengthen. Just taking a few breaths here. And then changing the legs over, bringing the other heel to the bottom. Remember, you can be doing this in the lunge if you want to, a little bit more stressful. And just allow your heel to come in as far as it wants to come in. Don't force it, your knees are precious. And I know some of you will be capable of getting both feet and coming right the way back. So I want you to be bending back. For my backward bend, I like to put my hands on my back and just go backwards. But if you want to do the backward, 2 hands holding onto your legs, that's absolutely fine. Remember, you're opening up your front, your chin goes backwards. You don't look at the video, you just allow yourself to go back. You allow your front line to open. Your shoulders should be a little bit further back. Allow everything to go backwards. If you want to go right the way down, please do. If you want to go into your crab, please do. And just stay there for a few seconds, inhaling and exhaling. Allowing your body to settle. When you're ready to come out, your chin comes down onto your chest. Your head comes down and you go into a forward pose. So it could be simply just sitting. It could be going down into your child's pose. And everybody just meeting in your child's pose. We started with the wide stretch with Alex. So I want you just to go out with your knees into a wide child's pose. Just gently, maybe rocking forwards and back and then just settling. And allow everything just to go. Just let it melt into the mat. Just let your body be. Inhaling and exhaling. You want to put your knees together if you feel more comfortable. We're just going to stay in the child's pose as our relaxation pose. So just let it be. Inhaling and exhaling. And slowly coming up onto all fours, knees are shoulder width apart. I want you to curve your back in and raise your head just gently. Just some back rolls, just slowly waking ourselves up and lifting the head up slowly. Coming up into your dog and rocking. Where do you want to rock? You may want to wag your tail. We go. Woo! He's not going to play. Walk yourself in. Coming up to your standing. Taking a big breath in and just letting it go. So take that big breath in. and let it go. This is where I always end. Big breath in. Shoulders should be feeling looser. Hopefully they do. Coming down through your centre line and coming up through your centre line and opening out. And hands together. And give yourself a clap. Well done, you. So thank you everybody for coming tonight. Well done. Some pretty tough exercise from Alex after we did our core challenge yesterday. So there will be a video, and thank you and have a good evening.
Thanks, Mary.
It was great.
Mary and Alex.